Alabama, they're trending for a pair of top in-state targets, Darian Morgan and running back Xavier Crowell. Those are the two names I want to talk about today, Steve. They're both on the offensive side of the ball. What are you hearing?
Yeah, I think this is just kind of rehashing some conversation that we've had on the Wiltfong Whip around the inside scoop. But both were at Auburn this past weekend, so doing some digging on those recruitments. I still like where Alabama stands with both. I think Sedarian Morgan loves the track record Jamarcus Shepard has of developing wide receivers, the offense Kalen DeBoer has had in his history. As a football coach speaks to him. And then there's a lot of Alabama support around Sedarian Morgan. And then Xavier Crowell, I think that he too sees an opportunity to thrive at Alabama, just loves being on the Crimson Tide campus, has a lot of friends there in the student body, in addition to just feeling comfortable around the football program. So I think Alabama continues to set the pace for both Xavier Crowell and Sedarian Morgan right now.
All right, Steve, who are a few more big names you're hearing buzzing with the Tide?
Yeah, well, Alabama, they have on threes, number 5 ranked recruiting class right now. Obviously, the number 1 player in the state, Anthony Tank Jones, an edge rusher from Mobile, is someone that they have their sights set on. I think Alabama has had the inch in that recruitment at times. You know, Auburn, Oregon, Texas A&M, LSU providing major competition, but Anthony Tank Jones remains the top of the board, coveted recruit for the Crimson Tide. The number 1 corner in the country, Brandon Arrington, was at Alabama earlier this spring and named Alabama as leader coming out of the trip. Now, look, USC, Oregon, Texas A&M, where he was this past weekend. Those are a few others that he is very high on, but Alabama, them having 2 starting corners from the state of California right now. It's exciting for him in Tuscaloosa. A couple more names to mention real quick, Josh. Sincere Johnson's a linebacker from the state of Ohio, number 1 ranked recruit out of the Buckeye State. Alabama is the biggest threat to Ohio State for Sincere Johnson. He's visited several times, has family from the area, feels very comfortable around the Alabama program. They want to hit big in Ohio a couple times this cycle. They were able to do it with the Hill kid last year, linebacker, beating the Buckeyes in Oregon for him. They would like to beat the Buckeyes, Oregon, and USC for Elbert Hill IV, one of the most coveted cornerback prospects in the land. They're in the top 2 with Georgia for Peach State 4-star pass rusher, Kamari Brooks. And I think in our colleague Chad Simmons had the kid on the record, I believe, Alabama trending for Caden Hall, a safety linebacker target from Milton, Florida, who visited recently. So Alabama in the mix strongly for another top 5 recruiting class as they lead the way for some key guys in state, and they're right in it for some major blue chippers outside of the state.